I was at church 3 times a week, if not more. I was in the choir. I went to religious private school.
We were very religious. Faith was very important to us. I think I learned pretty quickly that if I wanted to be a part of society, to be respected, to be affirmed, that I needed to be faithful. And so whenever, if there was, very few times anything did come up, I rationalized it away.
In middle school, I really had deep questions about the Bible and our belief system, and I could never ask anybody. And those questions grew, and then they went to high school, and they've gotten bigger. And so I went to college with the notion that I would regain my faith. I read the Bible, I prayed, I fasted. Then I went to all kind of church on the block, Baptist, Methodist, Unity, every church there was.
We went to Easter Mass, and I had this priest, saying, you need to pray for the Pope and pray for the Catholic Church, it's hurting. And all I could think about was, how are you hurting? What about those kids? What about those families that have been crushed? Where is the accountability?
I was watching Bill Maher, he has a TV show, and Richard Dawkins came on, and what he was saying really spoke to me. So I went in Barnes & Noble the next day and I bought the book. I read The God Delusion in like 2 nights. I started reading everything I could on the internet. I watched and I researched religion. I changed from a theist to an atheist literally in a month. It took 5 years for me to actually say the word to somebody else that I actually knew personally. 5 years. I don't want to lose my family. I was literally afraid that they'd kick me out. And I didn't want to lose my wife.
One day, I'd go on a Methodist site, see what they said, go on a Lutheran site, see what they said, and they would contradict each other, they would lie. I call them lies. I call them outright lies. You would get the fear factor, if you don't believe, you're going to go to hell. And I'm thinking, why should I believe you about this when I can point to you over here where you're lying? You're lying about history, you're lying about scripture. There were stories in there that didn't make sense, went against science, went against logic, contradicted themselves. That was it. I was an atheist. I came outside from our bedroom and I said, Austin, I don't think I believe any of this anymore. And he said, he was so funny, he said, I haven't believed in years. Welcome to the club. I come from a third world country where there's very little, and all you have is your faith. The idea that I have left my faith, the thing that sustained them for so long, is tragic. They feel like they have failed me to the highest degree.
I told my parents that I'm going to be the person I am, not the person they raised me to be. Finally, I told them, you need to meet the son that I am. They thought it was a phase, and I think they're starting to realize it isn't, and then now they're really worried. I was talking with them this week, and my mom was crying, my dad was almost in tears, and it hurt me. I had trouble sleeping, but I had to be who I am.
They don't understand. Maybe one day they will, but they know, and I don't have to lie about it anymore.
As an educator, I believe profoundly in that knowledge will not just lead us out of superstitious ideas, but will lead us to better ideas and a better society.
Don't be afraid. It's okay to ask questions and to keep asking questions.
I see kids every day who have access to Google, the internet, the idea that somebody can make a claim that's not true, they can look it up. In the age of information, you can see things are going to change. It's nice not to be silent anymore. It's nice. You may lose a few friends, but at the end you gain your self-respect.
There's nothing to be afraid of. There are plenty of people just like you out there.